Welcome back guys to another video. This is my Champions League Game Week 6 prediction. Why is there a pigeon on the window ledge? Sorry, enjoy. Game 1 sees Kairat taking on Olympiacos. Kairat currently sit 35th in the Premier League as Olympiacos sit 33rd. Kairat's form in the past 5 matches have been a loss, a draw, a loss and a loss. As for Olympiacos, it's been draw, loss, draw, loss. I'm gonna go 2-1 to Olympiacos. Both teams are equally as bad, I feel, but I'm going to give the slight edge to Olympiacos because they are slightly higher in the league. Bayern Munich takes on Sporting for the second match. Bayern Munich sit 3rd in the league while Sporting sits 8th. Bayern Munich's previous 5 results have been a win, and a loss, in the Champions League of course. As for Sporting, win, loss, win, draw, win. 3-1 Bayern Munich. I think this one no debate, Bayern is the heavy favourites here and I'm going to go with that. There's a pigeon just behind on the window ledge. Game 3, Atalanta taking on Chelsea. The Atalanta sits 10th in the league with loss, win, draw, win. And Chelsea sits 7th in the league with loss, win, draw, win. 2-2 draw of these two sides. Honestly, I would say Chelsea is the favourites and I'm kind of backing against them by going for a draw. But given that Chelsea's form recently are not the best, they just lost 3-1 to Leeds, I think 2-2 is fair. Monaco takes on Galatasaray for Game 4. Monaco sit 23rd in the league while Galatasaray sits 14th. Monaco's form has been a loss, draw, win, draw. As for Galatasaray, it's been loss, win, loss. I'm going to go with Galatasaray 2, Monaco 1. From what I see, Galatasaray is a way stronger team in the Champions League because they have 3 wins and Monaco don't have a single. Game 5 sees USG taking on Marseille. USG currently sit 25th in the league and Marseille sit 21st. Younes Saint-Gillois's form has been win, loss, win. As for Marseille, loss, win. So they are about the same, they have the same points, but I think I'm gonna back USG here. Maybe just trying to go for the underdog. I'm not sure. Will you call USG an underdog? Game 6 sees PSV taking on Atletico Madrid. PSV sits 15th in the league with a form of loss, draw, win. Atletico Madrid sit 12th in the league with loss, win. I'm gonna go with a draw here, 2-2. Personally, I think Atletico Madrid is the stronger team here, but PSV is not a side to be underestimated. So, I feel 2-2 draw is fair. Game 7 sees Barcelona taking on Frankfurt. Barcelona sit 18th in the league while Frankfurt sits 28th. Barcelona's form is currently win, draw, loss. As for Frankfurt, win, loss, draw, loss. I'm going to go 3-1 here in favour of Barca. I think this isn't much of a surprise here, but Barca's position in the league is quite concerning, 18th. Game 8 sees Inter Milan taking on Liverpool. Inter Milan currently sit 4th in the Champions League and Liverpool sits 13th. Inter Milan's current form has been win, loss. As for Liverpool, it has been win, loss. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw here. Personally, I feel like Liverpool should be the better team, but Inter Milan is a very defensive team. 2-2 might be an overstatement, but given the play, I think it's fair. Liverpool are okay with scoring goals, they just struggle with defending. Game 9 sees Spurs taking on Slavia Praha. Spurs currently sits 16th in the league and Slavia Praha sits 31st. Spurs' current form has been win, draw, win, loss, as Slavia Praha's one has been draw. And I'm going to continue that with a loss for Slavia Praha. 3-1 to Spurs. I think definitely Spurs is the better team here, and I think Slavia Praha will be outclassed here by Spurs. So it's 3 points to Spurs. Game 10 sees Villarreal taking on Copenhagen. Villarreal currently sit 34th in the league, and Copenhagen sit 29th. Villarreal's current form has been loss, draw, loss, and Copenhagen has been draw, loss, win. I'm actually going to go for 1-1 draw here. Form will suggest that Copenhagen is the stronger team, but Villarreal are not that bad. So I believe a 1-1 draw is possible as long as Copenhagen can break open Villarreal's defense. Game 11 sees Karabakh taking on Ajax. Karabakh sit 19th in the league and Ajax sit 36th. Karabakh's form has been win-win, loss. Ajax one, however, has been 5 losses straight. So it's very sad. And I'm sorry, 2-1 to Karabakh. There's nothing I can do. I cannot back Ajax right now because they have really poor form. And yeah, that's why Karabakh 3 points, sorry. Game 12 sees Leverkusen taking on Newcastle. Leverkusen currently sits 17th in the Champions League and Newcastle sit 11th. Leverkusen started off the season with 2 draws, followed by a loss and then 2 wins. As for Newcastle, it's been loss, win, loss. I'm going to actually back Newcastle to win here with a score of 2-0. Although Leverkusen does have the better form, Newcastle recently just played 2 great teams and they won. So, Real Madrid currently sit 5th in the Champions League and Man City sit 9th. Real Madrid's form has been win, loss, win. As for Man City, has been a win-draw, win, loss. 2-0 for Man City. I'm actually not sure who to back here, but I've gone with Man City. Because going by the premise that Liverpool can beat Real Madrid, I don't see why Man City can't. Game 14 sees Benfica taking on Napoli. Benfica sit 30th in the Champions League and Napoli sit 20th. Benfica's form has been loss, win. As Napoli's one is loss, win, loss, draw, win. And no surprise here, I'm going for the favourites, Napoli 2-0. I just think that Benfica do not have enough scoring ability to get past Napoli. Napoli has a lot of key midfielders but quite a bit of injuries. Game 15 sees Club Brugge taking on Arsenal. Club Brugge sits 26th in the Champions League and Arsenal sit in 1st. Club Brugge's form has been win, loss, draw, loss. And Arsenal's has been 5 straight wins in a row, the only unbeaten team so far. And I'm going to continue that with a 2-0 victory for Arsenal. I think there's no surprise here. I've heard people predicting 3-0, 4-0. So, I think 2-0 is reasonable. Game 16 sees Athletic Bilbao taking on PSG. Athletic Bilbao sits 27th in the Champions League and PSG sits 2nd. Athletic Bilbao's form has been loss, win, loss, draw. As for PSG, it has been win, loss, win. I'm going to go with a PSG victory here. 3-1 to PSG. PSG is still a very strong side, although they had 1 loss already. But still, if they're facing off against club like Athletic Bilbao, they're the heavy favourites. Game 17 since Juventus taking on Paphos. Juventus sit 22nd in the league and Paphos sits 24th in the league. You assume that Juventus are heavy favourites, but no. Juventus' form has been draw, loss, draw, win. And Paphos' form has been draw, loss, draw, win, draw. To me, these 2 teams so far has been look like around the equal level. And now they're facing each other. I'm just going to go for draw. 1-1. Game 18 and the final match of the game week sees Borussia Dortmund taking on Bodo Glimt. Borussia Dortmund sits 6th in the Champions League and Bodo Glimt sit 32nd. Borussia Dortmund's form has been draw, win, loss, win. As for Bodo Glimt, it has been draw, loss. And I'm going to go with Borussia Dortmund win 2-1. Although I'd like to see Bodo Glimt progress, I just cannot bet against Borussia Dortmund considering they're doing not bad right now. And for Bodo Glimt, 3 losses in a row. Yeah, that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe and I'll see you guys in the next one. Please tell me if you like this format more or the Premier League one. Bye!